Hey guys, and welcome to episode 101 of the Upper Late Podcast. My name is Scott Ellis. I'm joined here by Tim McGavick.
Adam, welcome back.
He's back.
Didn't notice you were gone.
It was close.
Back by...
Back by
Popular band.
unpopular band.
Back by
I'm back.
we needed someone to sit in your chair.
Yeah.
Also joining us
No, I did not look at it. Sorry.
is Tyler Switalski
Hey guys, Adam, welcome back. Great to have you.
and Adam.
Thank you for
Adam
welcoming me
Franey.
back. I thought you guys were going to say, like, fuck you.
Watch the ending to our
He
last
hasn't listened
episode.
to the last episode.
Yeah.
He doesn't know.
Alright,
Let's run down some of the topics we're going to discuss on this week's episode. As usual, we're going to discuss our last seen films. And we got a couple news topics, including a couple trailers, and also some X-Men news, so we're going to get to those later. If you do want to skip ahead to any of those topics I just mentioned, you can go in the description box below on YouTube and click on timestamps. And you can skip ahead to those topics I just mentioned. There wasn't any subtleness there at all. As well, if you guys did like this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comment section if you want to join our discussion.
Yeah.
And, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy our stuff. So, Tim,
Yes.
with that out of the way, what do you got for us this week?
I will go first.
I got...
Ty, go ahead.
Shut the fuck up.
Get the fuck
I don't remember how the show works.
Just one time.
2017 Netflix original.
Stand back, Ty.
Shimmer Lake.
Oh, shit! Ray Wilson in this bitch.
Saw it popping up on Letterboxd a lot recently.
Ray Wilson.
Written and directed by Oren Uzel, who wrote... or co-wrote 22 Jump Street.
Oren ECE.
Oren Uzel.
Okay.
Co-wrote 22 Jump Street.
So,
Starring Benjamin Walker from The Choice, which I last seen a few months ago. Saw it with my girlfriend at the time. Fiance now.
Benjamin Walker. Abraham
S-
Lincoln. Vampire Hunter.
Was he in it? Makes
He was
sense.
Abe.
Stephanie Sigman, Adam Pally, Ron Livingston, Rob Corddry,
Oh.
Rainn Wilson,
Oh,
Wyatt Russell, and John Michael Higgins.
Oh, I love John Michael Higgins.
Plethora of comedian actors.
Love John Michael
A
Higgins.
veritable
Oh, you've seen
smorgasbord,
it, you know.
Yeah.
if you will.
This movie is told backwards. The fallout of a heist gone wrong
Memento.
and the subsequent investigation in a small town is told in this darkly comic crime thriller.
Okay, you've already grabbed me. I want to see all of this.
So it's told backwards. So it takes place.
Small town
The
crime
robbery's
drama.
on like a Tuesday. Movie takes place on a Friday. Small town crime drama backwards. So movie starts Friday. So Friday morning movie starts and goes until Friday night, and then that's the first chapter, and then Thursday morning to Thursday night, and then backwards until the robbery happens.
Oh my god, I'm so intrigued by this.
It's getting mixed reviews on Netflix.
Ooh.
Still
Um,
intrigued?
I'm still intrigued.
A lot of
On Netflix?
Even more.
yeah. Go into if you're gonna watch it,
Yes.
go into it knowing it's a dark comedy,
Yep.
and you'll be good
Yes.
because
Ooh.
it stars like Rob Corddry in it is in it as like an FBI agent, and he's like just typical Rob Corddry. Like it's a little jarring because the movie's plot is like about a bank heist that's like gone wrong and the fallout of that. So there's some dark stuff, but there's also a lot of like comedic moments. There's an ongoing joke with Adam Pally's character. Have you guys ever seen Mindy Project or Happy Endings? He's in that. He's a really funny guy. There's an ongoing joke with him where he has to sit in like the back seat of the cruiser, even though he's like a deputy sheriff. Like every time he shows up, there's like someone else that's like in the seat. He's like, oh, I guess I'll sit in the back. And just to build up to like
That's cute.
that joke is pretty funny. Rob Corddry has some pretty funny lines. So go into it knowing it's a dark comedy.
Okay. I do love dark comedy.
People trashing it, being like, what the fuck?
Yeah, people are like
tone is
totally
fucked.
like why
Yeah.
why would you cast comedians in like this drama? I'm like, it's a dark comedy. Like even when the heist is happening, like the heist is pretty funny when it goes down. I enjoyed it. It's brisk.
Enjoyed it.
Hour 28 minutes.
Perfect.
Oh.
Knocked it out super quick.
So good.
I thought
Perfect
performances
last scene.
all around were pretty solid for most people.
Higgins?
Higgins was good.
Good, okay.
He plays like a judge. Rainn Wilson's a little iffy. It's just weird because he's like a very serious character in it, but he has some like I don't know if he's trying to be serious in the moments, but
Yeah.
it's hard to tell. It depends on how you want to read his character or not.
Dwight's very serious, so makes sense.
Shot really really well.
Really?
Some really cool, just like nice cinematography. And the storyline is pretty good. I guess there's not a twist. I guess you could say about 3/4 in, which I guess is a pretty decent amount of time to get through a movie before realizing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
But even that, the payoff of it is still pretty good. And I like the ending. The ending is just kind of like as soon as it gets like resolved, it just ends. There's no like hanging on and things being wrapped up more and more. It's just like it's just as soon as like there's like it ends on like a one-liner and just cuts off. It's good.
Yes, I love that.
So yeah, if you like dark comedies,
I do.
go into it knowing it's that. I would recommend it. Quick watch. Heavy 3.
Heavy 3.
Heavy 3.
Okay.
Definitely just because the plot I got was kind of predictable at times. But besides that, Heavy 3. Pretty quick, enjoyable movie. I'd check it out.
That's really nice. That's really nice to hear.
A Netflix original? You know what?
Not shit.
Good for
Not
Netflix. You know, they need a break. They're not doing good.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Hello.
What you got for us?
It'll be good this week.
Oh.
What?
What? I've had good ones.
Oh.
It's always a surprise.
I mean,
it's always a
you last
surprise.
week? I don't
give
remember.
me the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Was last week
You
bad?
should, because I often surprise you guys.
Last week was bad, I'm pretty sure.
No, it was a good one. It's Camp X-Ray.
Terrible, yeah.
Oh.
I had nothing to say about it.
Yeah, it was not. Don't watch it. It wasn't good.
Okay, now I won't.
I love me some K-Stew. Did not enjoy this movie.
This week, though.
This week.
This week, what you got for us?
This week. A little 1986 flick.
Go way back.
From way back. You guys, I did put this in Letterboxd by accident. just so you guys know.
Definitely saw it then. I don't know what.
An all-American trucker gets dragged into a centuries-old mystical battle
You put this on
in Chinatown.
Letterboxd?
Oh, thank God. Okay.
No one noticed.
No one noticed? Fantastic.
So you think you put something right after it as well?
Yes, I might have done it.
Yeah, that hit it
Wow.
from our.
Hit on me?
Okay.
Big Trouble in Little China.
Yes.
Yes.
1986. Oh,
I think we called this as a Switty flick.
I last seen
So
it a few
5.
weeks ago, and I was like, Tyler's gonna love this movie.
yes.
And
It was pretty good.
yeah,
Pretty good. Did not love it.
Fuck.
Didn't love it. I really liked it. Didn't love it.
You are unpredictable.
I know. Couple
You're an
things.
enigma.
James Hong, fucking weird.
No shit.
Weird. Like, not in a good way, weird.
Yeah, bizarre, weird.
Totally freaked me out.
it hasn't aged.
Yeah, he looks, well, that's the weird thing. Is like you see him in two
He's the
different
same age.
characters. I don't know which one's really him.
It's like 30 years ago. It's
Yeah.
the same age.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah.
'Cause I like the one like image I have of James Hong is I'm not sure if you guys have seen Tango and Cash.
No.
You seen that? With Kurt Russell and
Yeah.
Sylvester Stallone. That's how I always see him. I don't know. I don't understand what he looks like in this, but it was just weird. So it wasn't that. That was what really threw me off.
You're very hung up on James Hong.
I am. I love James Hong. I really love James Hong.
I get it. He's essential to the movie.
Racially awkward. This
Yeah.
entire like kind of
Yes.
almost racially offensive throughout this entire
A
movie.
little bit, yeah.
Little
Yeah, I feel
stereotypical.
like
They took a lot of
Remind
like
me.
Liberties.
Asian stereotypes and like
Yeah.
dialed them to like
They
11.
did.
Everyone is good at kung fu.
Yeah, everyone. And like there's like so many gangs and they all hate each other and they're all wearing straw hats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
race hats. Yeah,
yeah.
Isn't there like a lot
Rice
of
hats
Fu
in there.
Manchu?
A
like,
lot of
Asian
Fu
A
Manchu.
lot of Fu Manchu.
Asian
It
wizardry.
was like the 80s. I
Yeah.
don't know. They
It's
weren't
fine.
very.
It was the 80s, man.
Yeah.
Gotta
It was
roll
the
with
80s,
It
man.
wasn't a very racially sensitive time. People were quite stereotypical.
Directed by the late great John Carpenter.
not
still
dead.
alive.
Not dead. Okay,
Not
took a-
dead.
I took a while.
You're thinking of Rob Zombie, I think.
I wound. He's
Also
dead.
not
Rob
dead.
Zombie, not dead.
Who was it that died?
What is wrong with
Oh,
Wes
you're-
Craven.
yeah,
You're thinking
Wes
Wes Craven. Yeah.
Wes Craven.
Zombie? Though his name says
The
zombie,
late great-
he is not dead.
I'm already inside
True, he
your
is,
head.
he is a living dead man.
Tyler's corrupting my mind.
Tim, edit both
I
of
love
those things
it.
out. We will ban from the
starring the
great.
late great Kurt Russell, Kim Cattrall, Dennis Dunn, James Hong, of course. Question:
Yes.
This seems like it's like a key point of the movie. I don't understand. What was the point of the girl at the airport? The Asian girl they pick up in the first place. The girl goes to pick up. What was the point of her?
She was supposed to be a sacrifice as well.
Was
She
she?
shows up later in the movie.
Did she have green eyes? I didn't see that.
Yes.
Okay, I did not notice that. For the reason it
That's the
didn't.
girl to pick up.
Okay, all right, that settles
Coming
it.
back now.
Yeah,
I watched it maybe a year ago.
Oh, they watched this earlier than that.
No,
Like-
it was me.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. good movie. The CG they did it, like the electricity and stuff like that. The effects were really well
lightning
done.
looked really good, right?
It looked really good, like surprisingly good for its time. Like fucking
Not
over.
CG, but
Sorry,
What
effects.
would you call
Just
it?
like-
What is it?
it's special effects. Like they just overlaid it
Oof.
like over it, right?
Yeah.
like it's not like computer generated,
like
right?
Emperor.
Well,
Lightning?
technically it wasn't
But-
there, so
It's
it was
special
generated
effects.
in
It's
a
special
computer.
effects.
Which generated?
Would
At
you
this point, it's special effects.
Agree to disagree.
Would you agree that Kurt Russell is the sidekick? In
Yes, I definitely see the Green
He
Hornet
just like
comparison
stumbles
here.
into this,
Yeah,
and he's like way out of his league. With it.
yeah. Like it
That's
seems
a
like
good way. Yeah, the Green
Yeah.
Hornet.
he's
Good comparison.
definitely like the lead in this.
Yeah.
but he's not like the hero. He's
Yeah.
he's the sidekick
Yeah.
lead character.
Yeah, it's weird.
It was
good.
weird.
I like that aspect
Yeah.
a lot of it.
He's very classic Kurt Russell though. Like he didn't go like far out with this. Like you see, like he has like a lot of the same mannerisms he has in a lot of
Yeah.
other movies. So he
It's
didn't
his
go.
wit, yeah.
Yeah, like his like a lot of like his mannerisms, the way he comes, like his comebacks, like the way he reacts to situations. Like it's all very similar.
Yeah.
Didn't really
Well cast.
act outside the box for this one, but it was fun though. I liked it. I liked because there was no like it was just kind of what happens. You know, what's happening is happening. There's no. Why do every time I try to explain
Sure,
something, you just fucking sit there and laugh at me? It's like
Just like the audience.
it's just
what
like
happens, you know.
it's true.
Colors.
You just watch it unfold.
Things happen.
Like it's just like you're there with them. You know, like you're not seeing it in like you're not seeing it from a third kind of perspective.
It's not like it's Friday and then it's still
Thursday.
nighttime and then it's Thursday and then it's Wednesday and like it's just it happens.
Why do you say these things? Why do you do this to me?
This movie.
You're
is
making me
really-
look stupid, Scott.
Make yourself look
Um,
stupid. Continue.
Yeah, but you're there with the characters. And you're just watching it all unfold with them, and I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
5 out of 5.
No,
Perfect.
I'm gonna give this a
So do 4. 2.5.
light 4. Light
I
4.
think that's roughly what I gave it to.
Yeah, somewhere
Somewhere
yeah,
Yeah,
around there.
it's around there for
Yeah,
me as
it
well.
was a fun movie.
It's got its flaws, but enjoyable.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you got for us, bud?
Well, I watched a little 2014 documentary.
Mm.
Don't look. Tim, I know
Yes.
you love documentaries.
Yeah, I do.
I know you love basketball. Just kidding, he doesn't.
Half right.
You
Except the one with the
sort of
hoops.
love basketball?
It's fine.
This is fun.
Anyway, 2014
I like
documentary.
Quidditch. It's closer.
That's a sport. That's got hoops.
Anyway, Iverson
Oh, okay, I saw this on Netflix.
is the ultimate legacy of NBA legend Allen Iverson,
Yeah.
who rose from a childhood of crushing poverty in Hampton, Virginia, to become an 11-time NBA All-Star.
I do know Iverson.
You know?
I had a poster of him in my room when I was 11.
What? He's my favorite player of all time. Massive basketball fan right here. Directed
He's
by...
your favorite player of all time?
Yeah, he's my favorite.
Really? I thought it was LeBron.
Zatella Beatty.
He's a what?
That's good. Directed by Zatella Beatty.
Oh, you said he's a Telebeatty.
Yeah.
Did I forget
What's
to say
that mean?
directed?
Yes.
What? Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
You said
I just
you literally just
read
said Zatella BT, and that was it.
It's actually code for Iverson's the best.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were meaning.
I was
Zatella
like,
BT?
he's a Teletubby?
Zatella Tubby?
Nutella BC.
I don't get it.
Uh,
I don't get it.
As a Iverson super fan, I had to see this.
So,
And it was
so you're quite biased towards the
quite
material.
biased. It was very good.
Mm.
Not perfect. Well, it didn't blow me away, I should say.
Okay.
Do you know
Was it
the Iverson story?
Yeah, I've watched every.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
was it because you already knew the story?
Yeah.
No, I took a little bit of issue with it. Definitely is like, I like when movies or documentaries or whatever the case don't take a side. They just present the story. This is like clearly favoring Iverson in all his like trials and tribulations, like making him out to be like this hero.
Mm-mm.
That I'm not saying he wasn't, but it's like there's no ambiguity. It's like,
He's amazing. Let's
You
show
fall-
you in every way possible.
right, you follow him from childhood to retirement, so it's like it is the perfect time span, and I did enjoy it.
Didn't focus on any like negatives at all about his personality. Like,
It did, but it was presenting them like
It's not his fault.
he was framed.
like skewed.
Yeah.
So everyone knows like
The
that
little
follows
practice thing?
basketball. Well, yes, of course, but I don't know if you know the bowling alley incident, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, infamous bowling alley incident. He went right before he was supposed to be drafted in the NBA, so he's like a college phenom, right?
Mm-hmm.
He goes to this bowling alley. These guys basically start talking shit to him, and somehow him and his friends end up getting in this brawl where they're like throwing chairs and have this massive 70-person brawl. So 3 people get maimed, just like beaten savagely, I guess. One of them was a girl. All 3 were white, and he's from this like little tiny middle of nowhere part of Virginia, so it was like believed to be heavily racist, and he got sentenced to 5 years in prison. Right. So his like basically like he raises up for, and it was very compelling like as a movie. Like I can't wait to see the Iverson movie like with an actor playing him. I think that would be a great story because it's just perfect. He rises up and then has this hard crash right before he achieves his dream of going to jail, but then he
achieves his dream of going to jail.
Sorry, right before achieving his dream and going to jail. Then he goes to jail.
Okay. Just for clarity.
Yeah.
All 3 of us were like,
What? Was his dream? It was his dream.
I've always
Right
dreamed
before he
of
achieved his
going to
dream
jail.
of going to jail.
Sorry. Tim edit that out. So, but he like, yeah, it was just really gripping. He gets this NBC interview, and it goes. This was like 1995. It's like the equivalent of going viral, and the government. It was forced the government to reconsider this entire case and basically let him go 3 months into his 5-year sentence, which is like insane. But like, it would have been cool if, because nobody knows for sure, obviously, how innocent he was. It would have been cool if there was some ambiguity. It was literally like sad music and like people crying, like his high school coach being like, the white man, like they're so racist. Like they just, I truly believe they wanted to strip down this black man who is on his way
Meanwhile,
to
we don't really know
success.
what happens. So
Yeah.
we can't.
That very well could have been true,
Fair.
but just it was kind of cringe how like wholeheartedly they're siding with Iverson. It's like, don't tell me what happened.
Just
when
because
no
like
one
now
knows what
he's like a superstar, like famous celebrity person, so
happened. right,
who has lots of money. So yeah, you want to be on his side, right?
right. But I like that it had a beginning, middle, and end, like perfect structure of like the rise. It was like Scarface or something, like the rise to power, and then you see him in his stardom, and then you see the kind of crash and burn of it at the end, because he eventually got injury plagued and was considered like bad attitude guy, and they go into like obviously the infamous practice interview, and even in that, like, I didn't even know this part of it. They always focus on the like, we talking about practice. They was talking focus on that.
It's a long.
I've seen that
It's a
interview,
long
yeah.
press conference.
Right. I never heard the other part. After the whole we talking about practice 17 times, he goes on to explain that his best friend died the day before. So he's saying like, I come to this interview and all you guys want to talk to me is about missing practice. Like, you don't know that my best friend died yesterday and I'm dealing with tons of shit and like I'm all messed up. So I never even knew that. And I thought I knew like everything about Iverson. So
Shit.
it was definitely did its job in shedding light in that way. But at the same time, again, they're just like completely defending him, being like, poor guy, like look what happened, like everyone has him all wrong, he's such a like angel. I'm like, no, I don't know for sure, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just make it a little more ambiguous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was funny and it was pretty emotional. I liked seeing how his like he had all these people in his life that took him in over the years, like when he was a kid.
Yeah.
When he basically like he was in this predominantly black like super hood scary neighborhood, and seeing how he only had this one white friend who had, like all the black kids would pick on, and how he like defended him and stuff like that, and then like his parents would take him under their wing, and it was just like I got a little misty eyed seeing them talk about him.
Right.
And they're like, we loved Alan, he was such a good kid, blah blah blah. And they're like crying and stuff.
I was kind of curious, like on the basketball side of things, at the end of his career,
Mm-hmm.
how like he wouldn't play for a team if he didn't start,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like
Right.
most veterans like want to contribute to like a championship team or something, and he
Yeah.
was like, I'm the star, I have to start, I have to be the guy.
That,
It's like
yeah.
you're like, how old? You're not
40.
good anymore.
Classic basketball anecdotes.
Mm.
Yeah.
Classic, right?
Yeah.
You guys.
And then
know.
he played for like I forget the name of
Turkey.
this Turkish
I
team.
don't know that, but they are a Turkish team.
Anyways, I just thought it was that part. That I was always wondering about, like, what's going on there. Why was he so like set on that?
Yeah, that's kind of that helped like the narrative of the movie, right? So even that was interesting how it's like through all of this entire like lifetime and like career he's had, he's still at the end of the day is Allen Iverson, and he's still the guy who's like, I don't know one Hall of Famer that comes off the bench. I don't know one All-Star that comes off the bench. You know, have you guys seen that interview?
No.
That's another like super big clip. Huge. And they like end on that. So overall, I enjoyed it. I'd go heavy 3.
Nice.
Heavy 3.
Very enjoyable. Just very, very cookie cutter cinematography and floating heads and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And not a little too much defending, but
All right.
Cool.
Well, let me jump in.
that's good.
Ooh, yeah.
My
Another
last
David
thing-
Lynch movie?
No.
No.
The David's right.
Oh.
David Cronenberg, boom.
A sleazy cable TV programmer,
Videodrome.
producer,
Yeah.
begins to see his life spin out of control in a very unusual fashion. Bit of an understatement of the day. When he acquires a new kind of programming for his station. Videodrome. Have you guys seen Videodrome?
Not seen video.
I've heard
No
crazy
one's seen
things.
Videodrome. Well, sorry, I said you guys, but
Nope.
I just knew.
You guys haven't? No one's seen it. No one here.
No, Ty, shut up. I can't hear them.
Yeah.
Directed by David Cronenberg, starring James Woods and
James Woods.
Yeah.
yeah,
I had no idea.
He's a favorite of his for a while.
Ty, Debbie Harry. Does that ring a bell?
I feel like I should know this.
But he doesn't.
Blondie, the singer from Blondie.
Really?
Yeah,
The singer from Blonde.
the singer from Blondie.
As like a lead?
yeah.
What?
She done a lot of acting?
Apparently, I looked on IMDb. She has like 70 credits.
What?
You just filled up Tyler's watch list for the next like 30 years.
It's all schlock
Oh, that's fine.
I'm in.
and Videodrome.
Like we said, he filled up his watch list. He's in.
Oh,
This-
I know her.
Blondie.
Yes,
Yeah.
Blondie, of course. Everyone knows Blondie.
The soundtrack.
They don't know her names.
I'm not gonna lie. I watched the movie and then was looking up the cast and I was like, Debbie Harry, like who? What has she done? She looks familiar to me, and it's like lead singer. I'm like Blondie. What the shit? Did not recognize her.
Astonishing.
This movie, early '80s. I didn't write it down. I think it's '83 or '84. This movie's weird. This movie's weird.
Okay. I've
But
heard
good,
nothing.
but good. It's just trippy. Rick Baker did the special effects. Who did American Werewolf in London? He did a lot of movies. Famous.
He's like legendary,
He's
right?
like the legend.
Is he the guy who retired because he said they're doing too much CGI effects and his job is like not needed anymore or something? Is that him?
Sounds like
I'm
something.
like 99% sure.
I think he just does like conventions now.
Yeah.
He just like
He was like, fuck you.
does makeup and special effects.
And he
for,
said
like
like no one
convention.
puts in effort, so like he just like is so fed up with Hollywood. He's just like, no,
That's fucked.
Sounds right.
everyone's on CG now.
But yeah, it's kind of I love these movies that are just it kind of remind me of They Live in the way that it's like the whole movie is like a metaphor. It's like it's trying to make like a statement, like a political like,
Yeah, like They Live
statement.
is very like over the top with it.
Satire.
It's very
Yeah.
much in your face all the time.
Yeah. And this is similar to that in the way that it's like the media is like brainwashing you, you know. It's
Sounds really
like
relevant today.
people are like becoming desensitized to like media and violence and gore and sex and
Yeah.
and
Glued to their phone.
it's
Sorry,
Scott's talking.
I'm looking up her filmography. I
It's
haven't
just-
seen a single thing.
and it's this movie, even though this movie came out in the early 80s, like it feels like relevant. Like
Sounds like it, yeah.
yeah, basically what happens
I'm
is James Woods'
too.
character Max Wren is like this sleazy TV producer for like this local like cable TV where like it's kind of in this like
Dystopian.
alternate reality
Yeah.
thing where like they're like it would never I feel like I don't know, maybe it did happen, like these cable companies, but like these channels, sorry, like he just had the most the sleaziest shows. And it's funny actually, I have it on the Criterion collection, and
Cool.
they showed like there was this like show which is like it was called Samurai Dreams in the movie, which you can
Scott's
watch.
in. Yeah.
You can watch the whole like movie on the Criterion Blu-ray. It's like there. They only show a couple
Like a
seconds
movie
of
within
it.
a movie.
Yeah.
Sick. Love that.
There's 5 minutes on the Criterion.
Sweet.
Anyways,
I'm in again.
but it's like this like Japanese like sex movie basically. Like
I'm in.
It's like softcore like pornography. It's like
I'm out.
pornography basically. Anyways, like that's the kind of stuff that he shows on his channel, and he's like trying to find the next thing to like put on there, and he has this like pirater guy who like finds, you know, through the powers of I don't know pirating things
The
back
interwebs.
in the 80s before the internet, of getting signals from these other signals, and they come across this thing called video. The show apparently called Videodrome, where it's just like literally people just getting tortured and like murdered,
I'm
and
in.
and they're like, wow, like the acting is like so real, and like
Oh, okay.
uh,
That sounds so like relevant for today. It just seems like the perfect like
Yeah.
metaphor.
Well, what I was gonna say is, so he comes across this thing called Videodrome, and he's like, "Wow, this is like crazy. Like this looks so real. Like I need to like get this and like figure out what's going on." And there's some twists and stuff happens, you know, when he starts to get into, you know, finding out what's going on. Where is Videodrome? Where is it being, you know, broadcast from? And sort of getting into that. And with Debbie Harry's character as well, and he's kind of like his like girlfriend / like lover person that he meets, and yeah, I don't know, it just seems like a cool metaphor type movie. I don't want to say too much because there's some like
Yeah, you haven't really given
Twist.
us much plot, which means there's probably some
he
stuff that-
just goes down the rabbit
Yeah.
hole, and you know a lot of the second half of the movie is it's hard to know whether or not it's reality or not, because he starts having these hallucinations, and that's where you guys might recognize some of the imagery from the movie,
real
which
life.
has now become quite famous. For example, like a hand with the gun like stretching out of a TV. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, or like
I've seen that
I've
before.
seen
he's like
that.
making
Yeah.
love with the TV, and his like head is like in the TV.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Seen
That's on
that,
like the
yeah.
cover. Or like he has like a gun that like fuses to his hand, and like he like reaches inside his like own abdomen and like pulls out the gun in the first place, and like it's like fucking weird shit.
Do you not know if it's real or?
I mean, I have my own ideas, but I there's some things where there's like forums online of like people like discussing
Mhm.
at what point is this actually, we think it's real, but it could actually be like a hallucination.
Interesting.
And yeah.
I'm intrigued.
It's a short movie. It's like 89 minutes or something.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you could crush it out quickly.
I'm in.
I was expecting this to be
Um,
like an overly long.
No.
2 hours.
Shot in Toronto in like 3 months. I was watching the behind the scenes. Crazy.
Does it take place
So
in Toronto
good.
as well?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah. It does.
Oh, it's like set in Toronto.
Yeah.
I've never been
Cool.
there.
Enemy.
I like recognize some places.
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, I'm hitting it with a light 4.
Nice.
Whoa.
Light 4. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What
Solid.
didn't you like about it? If it's not.
I mean,
5, if it's not a
I
6,
say
it's
that
not-
80s cheese.
The effects were like a little bit. They didn't age that well, although they were shocking. But at the same time, I don't know. I wish there was a little bit more as well. And if I went into the special features, and they were planning this like big finale, but like Rick Baker couldn't like figure out how to like do it exactly, and they just like scrapped it.
Mm.
And there was a bit more there.
It's disheartening.
And I wish there was a little bit more that happened there at the end. It kind of was more satisfying, the conclusion, for me.
That's fair.
Okay.
But solid flick. I have a couple more Cronenberg films to get through, that's for sure. But
Stay
yeah.
tuned, folks. Crony.
Let's move on into our news topics. We got a couple trailers to discuss and some other X-Men news. Let's start with the trailers. A little flick starring Daniel Radcliffe and Thomas Kreitzman.
That sounds right. Yes, that guy.
Yeah, Kreitzman, German actor.
Yeah.
A little flick by the name of Jungle. Daniel Radcliffe gets lost in the jungle.
Welcome to
hijinks ensue. What are you guys' thoughts on that? This trailer,
Guns N'
Ty?
Roses
Do you have
coming
any
out?
thoughts there, Ty?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I saw the little clip there on little
The
picture,
YouTubes?
little clip on YouTube there. I'm like, oh, that little picture that looks interesting.
the
Nope.
trailer.
No, the little picture beside the trailer there.
The thumbnail.
The thumbnail. Thank
It's
you.
called the thumbnail.
The thumbnail of the
Little,
trailer.
yeah, little thumbnail.
Whoa.
You're how old?
80.
Okay.
Uh,
Makes sense.
Did not find this interesting. Did not like this at all. Looked
You're taking a stand here.
yeah. Did not
Very
like
bold.
it. Looked boring.
Boring.
Did not like yeah. Like I'm watching the entire thing. It looked. It might be just the trailer, the way it was cut.
Wait, let me ask you this:
Okay.
if when Daniel Radcliffe enters the titular jungle,
Mm-hmm.
what if they play "Welcome to the Jungle" by Guns N' Roses? Will you then be in?
If that was in the trailer, I'd be singing a very different tune.
You're the problem with the world. Continue.
Welcome to the jungle.
I can't believe it wasn't. Let's be honest.
Right? Yeah.
With today's trailer making.
Yeah. So I would have totally yeah. No. Yes. Oh my god. I love this trailer so much.
Just Radcliffe's knees.
Yeah. No. This looked. I think it might be the way it was cut. It did not look
Didn't entice you.
at all. It looked poorly cut trailer. I think that might be it, or maybe it's just gonna be a shit movie. I don't know, but it did not.
Could be.
The trailer did not look good to me.
We gotta wait and see.
Radcliffe looked. I couldn't pay like. There's a weird at the beginning. It sounded like he had like a weird accent at the beginning,
Russian?
Russian
Something,
or
right?
it actually sounded kind
not
of
crazy?
Italian at the
I hope
beginning.
not.
I heard it too.
I was
Yeah.
thinking like Portuguese or
Something.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
could see a Portuguese thing going on too.
But then
I
like
did not know.
anything but. And then at the end, he sounded a little bit American.
he sounded American.
I thought he was doing American the whole time.
And then like,
No.
but like then he's like Donata. He like answered someone in Spanish, and he didn't have a Spanish accent. And then like he's in the beginning when he was talking, it sounded like he did.
that,
then
that is possible. To
response-
speak Spanish without an accent.
Yeah, but don't start the movie with an accent. Answer someone without an accent,
Oh.
and then go American throughout the rest of the movie.
Okay.
So
Sure.
it sounded weird to me.
it did sound weird, yeah.
Yeah, and so that I don't even know what to think about this movie. It looks like it's just a mess.
May I chime in?
Yes.
You sold me.
Yeah.
I was
Rude.
okay with this movie. I was like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, his accent's kind of all over the place.
Cutting all over the place too.
I am
don't know what's
intrigued
going
by
on.
like the hallucination, the hallucinations that he's clearly having with that woman that pops up.
Mhm.
I'm intrigued by that. There's a lot of like animal like shots that look kind of gross and in your face. I gotta draw parallels to like Z for Zachariah. Obviously, it's like a Jungle Trek movie.
Lost City of
Not City of Z.
Oh my god.
That's two. That's two.
That's a love
story, a
post-apocalyptic love story.
Can we switch spots? Tyler's discussing minds like moving to mine. Yes,
Lost City of Zed.
Lost in Zed. I'm getting some vibes from that, just from like obviously the jungle and
Getting
like
lost in the jungle.
them being desperate and lost in it. So I'm intrigued. I do like Daniel Radcliffe post Harry Potter.
He's
For
done
the
well.
most part, I've liked
It's done okay.
I liked his
Arguable.
movies.
This is-
It's hard to break out of that.
It's fine.
Yeah, like they're all like good.
He isn't fucked up.
Not yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yes, I do agree. The accent's a little bit weird,
Yeah.
and I don't know really how well it's gonna end up. It's a weird trailer.
Yeah.
It's a weird trailer.
If it was cut better, I think I might be in. But it
Yeah.
just seems like it's just weirdly cut.
It seemed like a comedy at first, and then it shifted like
Yeah.
into like
Weird sci-fi horror.
survival.
Maybe not sci-fi, but it looked like a
Not sci-fi. You're getting
not sci-fi. It was like
sorry,
Yeah.
but like weird survival comes out of like horror survival. Kind of flips like halfway through the trailer. I'm like,
I just think this movie just looks boring.
no. I think
Yeah.
it might be the trailer. I don't know.
I
Like,
think it's the trailer.
Think about it, like he's trying. I don't know. He's like backpacking, soul searching.
Yeah.
Comes across Thomas Kretschmann's character, who's just leads him into the jungle with these other guys,
Leaves them.
and then leaves them, and they're stuck in the jungle, and then they just gotta live. I don't know. It's just
eating weird things and
it's not grabbing me in any way. I like Daniel Radcliffe. I like him as an actor. I think it seems like he's giving it his all
Hmm.
here. I mean, even though his accent's a bit sketchy at times.
What accent?
Exactly. But yeah, I don't know. There's just not enough here for me, to be honest. That's not grabbing me. Adam?
I don't think it looks bad. I thought it looked pretty. I think it looks like it could be good. Like, I was intrigued at times. There's some cool shots, like when he's on the raft, like in the water, getting like smashed.
Yeah, it
around.
looked practical.
Those look very practical,
I
right?
love.
And, like the mud slide when he's just like
Yeah.
drowning in mud. I was like, oh shit, okay. It reminds me of Deliverance. Like, I love those outdoor survival thrillers. So I think it could be good. I didn't even notice the accent thing, honestly. I don't know if I just happened to not hear.
My laptop was pretty quiet.
Yes,
Yeah.
that could be it. And I love the shots, like you were saying, of like the hallucinations and
Yeah.
all that crazy shit
Yeah.
as it went on. So yeah, I'm in. Fuck it,
You're in.
I'm in.
Oh.
I think it looks pretty good.
Wow.
All right, well, let's move on.
It's one of those.
Another trailer. A little film starring Nikolai Coster-Waldau
This one.
and John Bernthal
Oh yeah.
and that guy with the glasses from Sicario.
No,
That
I
guy
don't-
Also has glasses in this movie.
Yes, he does.
Glasses guy.
don't remember.
Shot caller. Little
Shot caller.
flick.
Shot collar.
Nikolai Coster-Waldau. I guess manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter,
Seems like it, yeah.
something like that. Reckless driving.
Gets Max Greenfield killed
his friend dies, and he goes to jail.
from New Girl.
And it seems like he becomes a neo-Nazi, or I don't know,
White
Aryan
supremacist,
Brotherhood.
something.
gang member. He becomes a gang member
yeah,
White
I didn't
gang
get
member,
any-
100%.
over the years.
Usually when I see like white
This.
Yeah.
gang members in jail with tattoos,
Just
I just
assume white
assume they're white
supremacists.
supremacists.
Could be. Yeah.
From my
Racist of you, but
maybe.
Tim, what are your thoughts on this film
Looks okay.
trailer? I mean,
I am very intrigued by John Bernthal's character. He does not say a word
Yeah.
because I love him.
He's
there's
popping
two
out.
shots of him.
Yeah,
shaved
he's
head.
shaved head and
Shaved
unshaved
head.
head.
Yeah.
Get 2 shots. And I'm also
He's in
intrigued
there.
by Guy from Sicario because I thought he was great in Sicario. In the brief scenes he's in, I thought he was very, very good. I don't love Nikolai as an actor
Oh,
in general outside of Game of Thrones.
Oh.
I think he's great as Jamie, but I've seen him in a couple things,
you may live.
and he's pretty bad.
Sad.
But with the right director and the right tone, I think he could be a very good actor. So I'm hesitant about it.
Yeah, I watched
Prison
this
movies I
movie
find
once.
are usually hit and miss. You get some really good ones. They can also be pretty garbage.
Yeah,
A lot of them are like really melodramatic, really over the top.
I feel like they pump out a lot.
It's a
Seems like
it's a genre. Like prison films are
Yeah.
a genre. Like you get your
Like
gold
zombies.
standard, which is like Shawshank,
Right.
and then you get like shit, which is like Longest Yard with like fucking
Adam
Chris
Sandler.
Rock and Adam
Adam
Sandler, right?
Great
That's
movie.
that's a prison movie.
Why did you
I'm
look
sorry.
at me when you said
I'm
that?
assuming you love it.
You made this a direct eye kind of, and then there's the
There's the great
shit
movies, and then you have the fucking
Yeah.
shit.
the
movies.
ones that you represent.
Do you like it?
No,
With Adam Sandler?
it was all right.
You like
There you
it.
go.
I like it.
Guarantee you liked it.
I like
It was all right.
Chris Rock gets burnt alive. It's terrifying.
Wow,
Uh,
spoilers. Spoilers.
don't care.
That's,
Right.
Jesus.
Do not care.
Run alive.
So yeah, I'm on it.
I'm a
Yeah.
fan. I
It's
think
a long trailer too. It's too long. It's like 3 minutes long, I think.
There's a lot there.
It's
Give
me way too much.
I'm intrigued. It seems like it's kind of, it's like this is how you turn into a criminal. Like it's like this is how you go from being like a loving husband to like a
Clean
hardened
cuts.
criminal, like career,
Grow facial hair.
yeah,
Get tats.
Slick
Beat a
back
dude
your
up.
hair.
gun running, like, you know what I mean, like stabbing, shanking people in the prison yard. You know what I mean?
They pretty much said that in the trailer too. Some criminals are made in prison. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
and. Cause like he didn't even do anything to get in jail, and then he turns into this like
A criminal. I do like that it seems to take place over a couple decades.
yeah,
Yeah.
and it
It's
kind
like
of
a-
shows his progression.
His
Yeah,
journey.
I do like that. It's
into
not just
that.
like a snippet. It's like an actual like.
Yeah.
decade-long
So
thing.
for me, I'm optimistic. I think it could be okay. It could be like a heavy 3 or like a 3 out of 5. You know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
optimistic.
you know, I'm
it
not-
could be
yeah.
average.
Hey,
I don't
could
have
be a
high
treat.
hopes, right? Because the director is nothing. I don't know.
I don't know.
Recognize
Who
him.
is it? Do you know his name?
I don't know.
Fuck him. Okay.
And it's not like a prestige actor doing it. I would be more hype if it was
John
like.
Bernthal.
Like Ethan Hawke. Yeah. No, just me. It's just me.
It's okay. But I would be more. I mean, I like Nikolai Coster-Waldau, but
Just making a mess over here, guys.
but he's like predominantly done Game of Thrones. I don't know. I just think if it was a prestige picture, this would be super hyped up, but it's not. Adam, what are your thoughts here?
I thought it looked pretty good. I'm getting like a polishing a turd vibe. Like now that I've had some time to think about it since we watched it, I feel like I don't know. I feel like it could be bad. Like it looks kind of just like a cheap, just like generic prison movie. But then I love Bernthal, and he looks like he's gonna be awesome in it. And Nikolai Coster-Waldau, is that right? He looks like
Coster-Waldau?
Coster-Waldau.
Custard Waldo.
Nikolai Coster-Waldau looks like he's going to be good, I think. Did I see... It looked like he was out of shape at the beginning, and then when he had tats, he was, like, ripped. Looked like he had, like, abs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he had
Is
a
that
shirt
right?
on then.
Yeah, because I shot him without a shirt on, and he looks
Flubby.
just fluffy.
first.
Yeah.
But then he has tats, and I thought he looked
Yeah.
buff. I'm like, okay, I like that. That's good. He actually worked
What's the
out.
phrase I'm looking for? I always call schlubby. Schlubby's the term.
schlubby.
Yeah.
Thanks for.
That's how I refer to what's his face. I did New Fantastic Four.
Oh, Stellar?
Miles Teller. Schlubby.
Oof,
Schlubby.
beautiful, man.
Schlubby.
Yeah, it I don't know. I don't care.
Moving on.
What the fuck?
Opinion does not matter.
Yeah,
Stop.
man.
Not
I
everyone's
don't know.
opinion matters here.
Fuck you.
also
This
saying
movie,
equality.
it looks okay. The big problem I have with this was that you fucking eat shit. The big problem I have with this movie, this trailer, looks like it gave away the farm. Like you saw the entire movie in the trailer. Like
Yeah.
The
Bit of
farm?
that. Bit of
yeah,
that, bit of
it's
that.
an expression, giving away the farm.
That's an expression?
Yeah.
You know, when you have a farm, then you give it all away.
Okay.
You've heard the expression before.
Sure.
Sure, man.
Fuck you guys. So it was. So like
It's in his own
you
world,
see his
folks.
progression. So like I'm assuming what happens at the beginning of the trailer is exactly like right at the beginning of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just see him first day in prison, get the shit kicked out of him.
It's
progress.
Yeah.
Now
It's
he's
like
this
one of
hardened
those
criminal.
trailers where it's like, oh, I just watched the movie.
Yeah, he hit this
3
milestone.
minutes.
This milestone. And it just goes boom, boom, boom. Like we've seen the entire movie here.
Yeah.
So for that reason, I'm out.
Because you've already seen.
I've seen it now.
So
Like,
what are you rating it? What do you?
if I was gonna rate this, I would give it a heavy 2.
I was gonna say heavy too.
Yeah,
Seems
yeah.
alright.
Bernthal
I've seen it.
gets a
It's
5.
all right. None of these milestones were huge. I was not impressed by it. Heavy 2.
Amazing.
That's the goal. Make a heavy 2.
I'm gonna rate it on Letterboxd after this.
At least we didn't make a 0. That's the tagline.
All right, we got another trailer here. A little flick about Winnie the Pooh, perhaps the origin. Winnie the Pooh origins.
Starring one Domhnall Gleeson.
A
Flick is
gritty,
called
gritty origin story.
Yeah, gritty. It's like Robin Hood Origins. That movie is coming out this
Batman
year.
Begins,
Next
Winnie
year.
the Pooh movies.
Christopher Robin Origins. This movie's called Goodbye, Christopher Robin. Yeah, starring Donald Gleason and Margot
Margot Robbie.
Robbie and some child actor that looks like, what was that kid from
The
Sixth
girl.
Sense? But like
Haley Joel Osment?
looks like the new Haley Joel Osment looking person.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Sure.
Ty, what are your thoughts
Oh.
about this trailer?
My thoughts.
Yeah, you mind starting us off?
Yeah, I'll start us
Wake
off.
up call.
It looks okay. Like it looks like it's shot well. Like it looked like the shots look really nice with the lighting and they look like there's some really cool shots there.
Great
Sure.
colors.
The colors were great.
Colors were
Um,
fantastic. Actually.
but it looks boring. Like it looks like
Colors are great. Fucking boring.
not like the watching like the story. Like the story just looks boring. Like
okay.
let's-
Looks like Mr. Holmes.
Fuck Winnie the Pooh, man.
Mr. Holmes was boring.
That's what I mean.
It
Mr.
sucks
Holmes.
because it's like it's a story about stories, you know, like it's fucking who gives a shit?
Savage.
It just like it
It's a
looks
story about stories.
like
That is savage.
Yeah. So I just want to jump in,
Yeah.
give my 2 cents. I think when is it? Do you guys catch when this movie's coming out? Is it maybe in the fall?
Probably.
No. Don't know.
In the fall,
Oscar season, obviously, probably.
if I want something calming to fall asleep to,
Yeah.
I'll throw this on.
yeah, but
No.
they're 10 minutes into it and then fell asleep. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Definitely
Yeah.
a Sunday.
This will
Afternoon
lull me
movie.
into.
It's like a saving Mr.
coma.
Banks kind of thing. I was like, no one really cares.
That's perfect.
yeah, like
Oh my god.
No one cares.
Yeah.
That's my review.
I love Mary Poppins. Save Mr. Banks, don't give a shit.
Mm.
Love Winnie the Pooh, great child stories. Don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's just it seems like alright for the kids
Mhm.
and the grandparents out there, but
Who don't mind live action
Not
movies about
kids.
books that
yeah.
yeah.
Tim, thoughts?
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck.
Boy, Donald Gleason's in it.
My boy Donald Gleason's in it. Looking
Only
at
been in 5s for you, I think.
handsome AF.
So you have to see it by default. Like you,
I have to see it.
yeah.
Also with Margot Robbie
Handsome AF.
coming back from their About Time. Little
Oh yeah,
connection there.
great
Mm.
film.
Great film.
Sweet.
I'm
out.
I will agree. Doesn't look thrilling.
It's an understatement.
I want
I
to see
know-
how you sell this.
I know you guys love when I
So-
pitch my own ideas for movies.
Oh,
Yes.
Fuck. Here
Yes.
we go.
How much would you love if those little toys that Chris Robin has
Yes, that's exactly what I was
start
thinking.
getting up and walking around and are interacting with like the environment, and he's seeing like Winnie the Pooh
Like
live,
Toy Story,
but like,
but like not real.
but not like oh yeah, no, not
It's
real. Like
imagination.
it's just like his ideas
Yeah.
of writing a story are like imagining and like
Like
the guys.
Liam
Monster
Neeson.
Calls.
Yeah, Monster Calls.
Monster Calls.
Yeah, something like that. I think that would be like a real cool like twist on this thing instead of being like generic biopic of the guy who wrote Christopher or guy who wrote Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
in.
it kind of looks a lot like Finding Neverland,
Okay.
JD.
Yeah,
Except you have an actual like British guy playing a British person.
he kills. he
Um,
owns his British accent.
Actually,
Okay.
I guess he's Irish. Shit.
Yeah,
Sorry.
you've scum.
Also
Um,
owns the Irish accent.
Racist
But yeah, it
scum.
looks doesn't look dull. I won't say it looks dull. Like I think it's shot well.
It is shot well.
I think the performances look
I'll give
pretty
it that.
solid, but the actual like just story looks
Dull.
meh.
Adam.
Looks meh.
I think this movie looks like I will give it a 3 out of 5, but it will be the Best Picture nominee that I think is a 3 out of 5.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, I'll be like,
Mm,
Hidden
you guys watch
Figures.
Brooklyn?
Brooklyn's actually pretty good.
I liked it.
I give it like a 4. I think.
It's
I
good.
give it a 3.
You guys are fucking
You guys are
savages.
the worst.
Like it looks,
I didn't see it.
Brooklyn's good.
It just looks.
I like Brooklyn.
It just looks like that's all I can
It
say.
looks
Could be Oscar bait and like trying too hard and get nothing, or it could get 10 nominations. Either way, it's a 3.
Do you know who's directing it?
Preemptive 3.
By any chance?
nobody of
I
note.
did know. Don't care enough to check. Margot Robbie, you look amazing. Thank you.
Just had to throw it in.
Got all the key points.
Moving on to our last news topic, some X-Men news for the next X-Men flick.
Do they do this in the movies ever?
No, never.
Fuck.
They're thinking of Wonder Woman, I
Damn it.
X-Men Dark
Damn.
Phoenix
think.
confirmed that Simon Kinberg will be directing, and many of the cast from the first will be returning. I mean, most of the primary casts.
The big 3, if you
Yeah.
will.
Yeah.
James McAvoy, Fassbender, and Jennifer Lawrence.
This is for Dark
And
Phoenix.
Beast.
This is for
Dark
Dark
McCoy
Phoenix.
himself.
Okay.
Whatever his name is. Nicholas
Shall
Hoult.
be returning.
Nicholas Hoult,
Nicholas
yeah.
Hoult, yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Probably, and obviously, Sophie Turner is going to be returning, and probably some of the younger
Allegedly.
kids
You mentioned Jessica Chastain is in talks.
in talks. Nothing confirmed there yet to play the
Nothing
villain.
confirmed. Heating up quite
That
a
would
bit.
make sense.
Variety reported.
I'm blanking on the name of the actor who plays Cyclops.
Tyler Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan.
Bingo bango.
Taylor Sheridan, the director, writer-director.
Very
That's going to be
similar.
No,
confusing.
Tyler Sheridan was Havoc.
No.
Wrong.
Wrong.
Get it.
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Anyways, Adam, what are your thoughts on this?
Whoa.
This news that Simon Kinberg will be directing, and that all this cast will be returning.
Well,
Opinions?
first things first.
Yes.
The fact that they're doing another X-Men movie this soon with all the cast returning. I'd like to say I was wrong, because after a review of Apocalypse, I said I think they're going to take like a massive break from X-Men,
You did.
and I didn't think any of the cast would come back. So astonishing. Jennifer Lawrence, I believe, said that she was done. I could have sort of read that.
She did. I
So-
remember that.
Because I'm an idiot. That being said, I'd say it's good news, because if they get like them motivated, Fassbender and Lawrence and McAvoy are also
Lucas Till.
talented.
Well, you know what gets actors motivated the most?
Money. Arguable.
I'm sure that had something.
Arguable. Yeah,
Was a key point here.
that's what worries me.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that I was gonna say if they get a good director that can like pull some good performances out, like Matthew Vaughn. Forgot Simon Kinberg's confirmed.
I could have sworn that Jennifer Lawrence had like a falling out with like the X-Men franchise or something like that. Like she had like a negative experience with it and was out.
Brian Singer, I think she.
Back up a
That dump truck.
The dump truck
truck
and
full of
money up
money.
her driveway.
As she was saying that, she heard beep, beep,
Hold,
beep.
please.
Hang on. Yeah, the U-Haul's here. I'm in.
Kinberg? I'm in.
Yeah, Kinberg, bafflingly overrated. He wrote X-Men Days of Future Past.
Would you like to know his filmography?
I checked it. I literally either haven't seen or don't like every other movie.
He has no directional films, so this is his
Right.
directional debut.
Read his writing credits.
wrote-
It's astonishing.
Triple X 2, Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
Was that State of the Union?
yeah,
Yeah.
X-Men 3,
last
Jumper, Sherlock Holmes,
Oh.
me?
Oh!
X-Men Days of Future Past, Fantastic Four,
Oh, what the?
one. And Four Stick,
Fan Four Stick,
to be exact.
X-Men Apocalypse,
Mm,
X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Yeah. So, I remember when Days of
More
Future
misses
Past
than hits.
came out, everyone was like, oh my god, like, this is the shepherd of Fox's X-Men universe. Like, this movie is so good, Days of Future Past. Like, yeah, it was good. Have you guys seen his filmography? This is the guy who wrote fucking Jumper and Last Stand. Like, he's not good. State of the
No.
Union?
Is
Are you kidding
pure
me?
luck that Days of Future
And
Past.
since then, he did Fan Four Stick.
Yeah.
And Apocalypse, which is a terrible
His
screenplay.
track
Yeah,
record is
Apocalypse
not
very
great.
good either.
So what does this bode for the franchise?
Is he the only writer?
He's no. He's other writers credited on his films, but
Oh.
I'm worried that they're just handing it to like the guy that's been at the helm for the last few movies.
It's Alex
Just to direct
Kurtzman doing The Mummy.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he has
That's
no.
okay.
This is reminding me of Star Trek. There was someone, Francisco Orsi, or
Oh yeah, he was supposed to direct it.
is that his name?
And
Yeah,
yeah,
It just came,
The other half of Alex Kurtzman.
and then someone else came in to finish it or something.
Yeah.
Justin Lin.
Justin Lin.
Lin.
Justin Lin,
Yeah.
yeah.
Or James Wan.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, will he end up directing this,
Never
or
know
is
which one it
is he gonna
he's known for being
step aside?
he's known for being like a producer writer. Like I'm always worried when those type of guys move on to, especially
Behind the
guys who have
camera.
like producing credits. I'm worried about them becoming directors because a lot of producers. I'm not really in the Hollywood field, obviously, but a lot of producers are like yes men that are just making sure movies hit budget and
Yeah.
that they're doing what has to be done. I'm a little bit worried about that.
We've been around movies long enough. I can
He
direct.
stood by Josh Trank and did interviews for Fan Four Stick and was like, "We love this movie. Like, here's why this is good."
Exactly, yes man. Yeah,
Like,
he just
side by side with him was like, "I love this man. He's a genius. This is why this movie's so good."
Oops.
Brutal.
This like horrifying, horrifying.
Tim, your thoughts on it besides?
no, just said I don't care. I don't think Simon
Yeah.
Kinberg's a good. I
I don't
like
care.
I like
Make that clear.
Fassbender and McAvoy. I think they're like the two best parts of those two movies.
Make them
Three
their
movies
own
now,
movie.
I guess.
Yeah.
They're always great. They always give their all. Lawrence phoned it in for
A little bit.
the last one.
Last one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
little
And
Last
Kinberg,
three.
I'm worried about him actually taking the helm
Yeah.
of it.
The guy who ruined Dark Phoenix
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Yeah, they're gonna do it right this time." Same guy.
Same writer.
Guess
With
what?
more power.
He's back.
He's gonna direct too.
Ty, thoughts on this topic?
I like the X-Men series for the most part.
Me
The
too.
last one I was less than impressed with. Same as the one before.
Mediocre.
Yeah, I was nervous. I'm nervous going into this. I like that we have cast coming back. That's gonna be a big plus for them. But it all depends on this guy. So it all depends on Kinberg, I think. So we're gonna. I'm very anxious about this. I like they have a really good, potentially a very good story here. They've laid the groundwork. I think everyone's very interested in the Dark Phoenix, but this could either go really well or it could be like a huge fuck up.
Ties on the fence again.
I'm a classic Switty fence rider.
Did you weigh in, Scotty?
No.
Don't care. Next.
Yeah, that'll do it for this. No. Yeah, I'm not very hype at the moment. Mainly because of Kinberg. I mean, I just
Ouch.
a lot of times what gets me hyped for upcoming movies is who's writing it, who's directing it, and who's going to star in it. But directing is key, right? Because
Biggest thing, I think.
that's the person who's shepherding this whole thing, right? So, yeah, I mean, if they bring Quicksilver back, then
Sure.
right?
I can't see why it wouldn't if everyone else is back.
Like-
It's got to be back.
They're like, what's Quicksilver gonna do this time?
You're doing another
More
slow
daddy
roll.
issues. Well, I guess didn't Apocalypse end with like daddy issues?
Yeah. Perfect opportunity to resolve them or like suck them up.
Yeah.
Ignored it.
Yeah. So maybe we'll see more of that.
It's Kimberly writing right there.
We have to look forward to.
Oh.
All set up, no payoff.
My favorite thing in
Yeah.
blockbusters these days.
Honestly,
Pure setup.
I'm not caring too much, to be honest, about this film.
It's fair.
We'll have to wait and see. Maybe honestly,
Or Fox.
the trailer's gonna prove a lot. I feel. Also, Jessica Chastain as a villain. I don't know.
Little Kate Blanchett.
Yeah,
We've seen it.
but in big blockbuster, like when she did
What's that?
Huntsman.
Yeah. No.
She did with some. Yeah, she did.
The
turn
horror one.
kind of villain there for a bit.
Mama?
No.
Mommy.
What was the one? Guillermo del Toro.
Oh yeah, Crimson Peak.
Yeah.
I almost said Twin Peaks. Crimson Peaks.
She was okay. I feel like she's really hit and miss. I feel like she has a contract and like she's got to do the movie she wants to do and then the movie she doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not hyped though.
Poor Fox. They thought this was getting people hype. Sorry, guys.
You fucked up
Nothing
already.
you can do.
Well, I think that'll do it for episode 101 of the Upper Late Podcast. Tim, where can
101.
people find us?
People can find us on Twitter at Upper Relate. You can find all of our old audio on iTunes at Upper Relate, and you can find me personally on Letterboxd at Upper Real Tim.
You can find us on Facebook and on Instagram at Up Real Late Podcast. You can also find me on Letterboxd at Up Real Ty.
You can find me on Twitter at Franny25 and Instagram and Letterboxd at UpRealAdam.
You can find myself, Scott, on Letterboxd at UpRealScott. And yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like on it. Leave a comment below in the comments section if you want to join our discussion. And of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you like our stuff. And as always, keep it real.